Humanity expanded the way it did everything else, incrementally, redundantly, and with an unhealthy obsession for contingency planning. Colonies appeared first in the inner system, then farther out, then in places no one had officially approved yet. By the time humanity crossed into true interstellar expansion, it had already solved most of the problems that tended to kill young civilizations. They didn't collapse under logistics. They didn't implode politically. They argued productively and built fleets. Ships designed to survive failure, learn from damage, and keep functioning. At roughly the same time, the Kelid Dominion was expanding in the opposite direction. The Dominion was older, larger, confident in a way only centuries of uncontested conquest could produce. They arrived in force, declared inevitability, and waited for compliance. The two expansion fronts met in deep, unclaimed space, and as was tradition for both species, neither backed down. Dozens of massive warships entered human space. Their hulls were monumental, angular, etched with glowing with authority. This was not a patrol. This was an answer. Human long-range sensors lit up across the frontier. The United States Space Force assumed command by default, because everyone else quietly agreed it was their problem. Admiral Samuel Harrington watched the tactical display assemble itself and did the math. They were outnumbered. They advanced anyway. This region now falls under the authority of the Kelid Empire. Power down and prepare for integration. Human ships continued forward. No response. No theatrics. From the Kelid perspective, this was not alarming. Many species postured before surrendering. They would be corrected. The first volley came from extreme range, elegant, controlled, devastating by any known standard. Energy lances crossed the void and struck the leading human vessels. Nothing exploded. Nothing sparked. Systems began reporting improvements. On the USSF Vector, Harrington listened to his officers struggle to phrase their reports. No damage, sir. Power stability is better? Engineering says a recurring fault just resolved itself. Before anyone could process that, the Dominion fired again. Human ships brightened, not with shields but with harmonics realigning. Hull seams tightened. Stress scars vanished. A cruiser quietly achieved a reactor configuration engineers had failed to reproduce for decades. The humans kept advancing. Return fire, Harrington ordered. Human weapons struck the Kelid fleet, and the Kelid ships improved. Shield coherence stabilized. Hull integrity rose beyond design specs. A destroyer corrected a centuries-old resonance flaw no Kelid scientist had ever managed to eliminate. The two fleets exchanged fire and grew stronger. After several volleys, both sides slowed, not from orders, but instinct. This was not combat, this was maintenance. Harrington raised his hand. Cease fire! Across the void, the Kelid admiral did the same. Silence followed. Two pristine fleets drifted in space, upgraded by one another's best efforts to destroy them. Harrington opened a channel. Admiral, he said carefully, I think we need to test something. The Kelid admiral studied him. Clarify. We put an unarmed shuttle between us, Harrington said. You fire, we observe, then we reverse the test. A long pause. And if it fails? The admiral asked. The shuttle will be destroyed, Harrington nodded. That's acceptable. Two shuttles drifted into position, fired upon. They improved. The conclusion was unavoidable. Neither species could meaningfully harm the other, but together, they were accelerating. The war did not end, it simply continued. For generations, both sides kept building weapons designed to finally break the stalemate. Each failure produced breakthroughs so profound they were barely noted, dismissed as side effects or non-lethal anomalies. God-tier technologies accumulated because they didn't do the one thing they were built for. A human intern dismissed a prototype field generator that could stabilize a star. It didn't punch through the alien armor, the report read. A weird alliance was formed. Both sides worked in labs trying to kill the other. Melee weapons were used in one-on-one combat. Scars were healed on both sides. They tried using each other's weapons. Another failure. The work continued. The galaxy watched in awe as two civilizations leapt forward at an impossible pace, mastering physics, energy, matter, and biology with casual disregard. Humans in Keled never noticed. They were too busy being disappointed. And somewhere, in a forgotten scrap heap orbiting an unremarkable star, lay a discarded device that could have dominated galactic politics forever. No one bothered to retrieve it. It hadn't worked.